What's going on, you guys, and welcome back to a different perspective. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button for your boy. So the other night, if you caught my stream on Twitch, I was playing some Call of Duty on Twitch, right? And through the microphone of one of my teammates on that match, I heard a conversation being had with what sounded like a grown man and what I thought was a teenage girl, right? And it turned out to be this interview from NoJumper that I heard. I thought it was a conversation that some dude was having with some young girl that he knew, like it was his niece or, you know, some young girl that he knew. And the girl was talking about how she was getting over on men and how she been playing men since she was like 13 years old. So I was getting my butt whooped playing some Call of Duty Nuketown. And I'm just listening to this conversation. I'm so intrigued by it. So I wasn't even focused on the game, but this was playing in the background. So we're about to check this out. I woke up this morning and just played a little first couple of seconds of this video. And immediately I knew what I was hearing. I was like, oh snap. This is what that conversation was that I heard on Call of Duty. So I'm like, y'all, I didn't go past like a minute or two. So we got a lot to listen to. We ain't gonna watch the whole thing in its entirety. I will have it linked down in the description box below so y'all can go check it out on NoJumper's podcast. But y'all, without further ado, let's hear this mess. Y'all ready? I'm ready. Let's go.
We've got Sharp doing a podcast on the NoJumper platform. And I feel like the one thing that we've yet to see from Sharp that probably the world wants to see is him communicating with a woman. I thought, what better woman to start with than Blue Jasmine?
I think that's pretty dope. I think it's gonna be live. You might rob my chain. No, that ain't what we gonna do, baby. See, you fucking up already.
I'm interested in so many ways. I want to know what you want to know about her. I want to know what she might want to know from you. So
I bet you she don't care to know nothing about this man.
Yeah, I guess let's break
bread.
bread.
I'm about to pop it off. How long you been in the game, baby girl?
What game?
The game. Don't play.
Well,
yeah, there we go.
Don't
do it. Don't do it. Just say it. How many years you done been fucking with this shit for real?
I think I didn't know that I was already like gaming niggas. You know, I'm Spanish, so our mothers teach us from young, not to game niggas, but you know what to do and what not to do and how to move correctly when it come to men. And I think like since 13, I've been getting stuff from men that found me attractive, and I knew I didn't like them, and I wasn't gonna ever.
What'd your mama and daddy think about that shit?
About what?
About you getting shit from grown men, getting phones and shit like that.
I don't know if they. Yeah, no.
They never questioned that shit about who's paying the phone bill. They never raised no type of suspicion to nothing.
I mean, the first time that I got a phone from someone, I think I was like 15. That's when the UPS guy asked me for my number. He used to deliver packages to my grandma's house.
Grown ass nigga.
15 years old she was, and the UPS man was trying to get her number.
Yeah, he was grown, and I said I didn't have a phone. I said that was just my response. I didn't say that knowing that he was gonna get me a phone. I was just like, I don't got a number because I don't got a phone. But I really did have a cell phone, but I wasn't gonna give him my number. And he came the next time, and he delivered me a phone, and he paid for the phone for like 6 months. But I rarely used that phone because I already had a phone.
But when you told your,
why she tell him? I'm confused. Like, why she tell him she didn't have a phone then? Like, man, when I tell you, females be running some crazy game. A game that only females can run.
Told your mama and daddy because I'm sure they saw you with 2 phones.
No.
And the reason I say a game that only females can run, example of some game that I saw a female run recently, real quick. I was at the One Music Fest a couple of weekends back, and I'm standing in line, right? And then out of nowhere, this female just comes and jumped these 2 grown black men in line. They look like they might have been in their 40s or 50s, and she looked like she was probably in her late 30s herself. From New York, she claimed, out down here by herself, and she just jumped these 2 dudes in line and just acting like she's having a conversation, a casual conversation with them. At first, I thought she knew who they were, but then listening to them talk, they didn't know who the heck this woman was, but they allowed her to stay in line with them so that she wouldn't have to go to the back of the line and wait in a long line. That's a mess only some females could really try to pull off, and it just go over so flawlessly. Had that been me and she did that, I ain't even gonna hold you. I would have held her accountable. I'm like, you think you slick? You over here trying to spark a little conversation with me. Get your butt to the back of the line.
I didn't. They never came up.
It never came up. They never said nothing about, oh, well, shit, you know, my daughter got 2 cell phones. They never just heard a different ring on another phone that they know they didn't.
Is this how you get girls in the game? You offer them a phone?
Because my mother, I already had a phone. So the only thing I told him that I didn't have a phone because I didn't want to give him my number.
But see, you ain't say that though. You act like, you know, you was coming up, you know, you didn't have to, oh shit, you know, you was young, you was just moving, you was cute, you know, you was popping, you was popular, whatever you want to call it. But this man offered you a cell phone, this grown ass man. So you've been doing this shit for a long, you obviously can say that you've been kind of dibble-dabbling with it since you was a little kid, right? Since you was young. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what did your mother, because I know you was talking to your mama and daddy, you was at home with your mama and daddy. Your daddy had 2 crack houses.
I didn't live with my father at that point.
He had 2, but you knew about him. You knew he had 2 crack houses.
What about it?
I'm gonna say this because you say you came up fucked up, right? Mm-hmm. You say it was kind of fucked up how you came up. Shit was slow rolling. Okay, well I don't know not one motherfucker. I'm being for real with you. I don't know not one motherfucker that was in the game, in the dope game, especially back in the day, that their kids was hurting. Mm-hmm. I don't know that. I ain't never saw that. The shit, them niggas was flyer than us. If your daddy was selling dope.
So by the time I don't know if you watched the whole interview, but I also
I caught a kicker. I caught a twist to it. I heard what I was supposed to.
So by the time I was like 13, I was in foster care. So I was not living with neither of my parents. Mm-hmm. So they wasn't around. I was doing whatever I wanted.
How you know what they was doing?
Who was doing?
Your parents.
What you mean?
How you know what your daddy and them was doing if you wasn't around them?
I know what my father went to jail for.
Yeah,
that's
you know what he went to. You
but
say
by the
he
time I was
on
13, he was already out. That was when I was little.
Yeah, but you was 13 already when he came out.
I was grown already.
You was already grown. Okay, so
you said
13 ain't grown. 13 ain't grown, baby. That still got teen in it. Anything with teen in it, I don't even like to play with. So that's why I was asking you. I was like, okay, you was dealing with these older men, you know what I'm saying, these older niggas or whatever you want to call them. Because see, to me, I call them tricks. Mm-hmm. So I don't like classifying them as niggas. I hate when you be saying that shit like, oh, I want to break a nigga. Shut that shit down.
I'm from New York, so that's
granted.
Slang.
But I'm going to be real with you. I'm black. So when I hear motherfuckers just say, you know what I'm saying, I want to break a nigga, I'll be like, what the fuck that shit supposed to mean? You know, break a nigga. They've been breaking us already for 400 years.
Right. You give her an N-word pass?
Too personal.
Huh?
You give her an N-word pass?
I don't want to, but I mean, shit, if she been saying, hey, that's cool, I don't want to because, you know, I've always taught even chicks that come around me, man, hey, clean that shit up and get ladylike. That ain't how ladies talk.
Yeah. I F with Sharp, bro. I F with Sharp, bro.
And you say it like that, clean that shit up? That's how you tell them?
Clean that shit up,
I ain't cleaning no shit up.
Clean it up. They should. You need to clean that shit up because it's sloppy.
You see, you hear how she didn't accept what a man just said? She's already let it be known to us how she moves. She's one that likes to be in the more dominant position, that more dominant role. So she's not going to accept no man telling her what or what not to say. We already know this.
Because you're used to dealing with simps. He's an alpha male out here.
That shit be sloppy, man.
I feel like you've never been with a guy.
Did I not just say?
With this kind of delivery, this bravado.
Nah.
That's not true.
No?
No.
Okay. Maybe I'm wrong.
I mean,
if you did, you ain't last long.
Hey, you're
not
right.
Talking like that. I'm just saying, you ain't last long. You couldn't have.
I don't know what that means.
Not talking like...
She don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
See, I like that, though, because you'll play that shit down and still come up and get into the mixture. I like that shit. See, she play it down. She know when to humble that shit and keep it moving. She know when to turn the switch on and off. She ain't crazy. That's all I like about it. She ain't crazy. She knows. Far from. I just hear some of the shit that you was kicking, and I'm gonna tell you this, baby, for real. To be honest with you, I believe that you know what you do. Hey, that shit ain't even no hoeing to me, man. You know, you tried to claim that shit. You know, city girls and all that shit. You know, them bitches was modern day hoes. Them was some real hoes getting to some real bread, man. And even though they gonna fuck up a lot of childhoods, because you know what, they done brainwashed a lot of bitches to sit there and believe that, okay, this is what you do. You go break a nigga here. You go do this, do that. No. See, you have to understand something. The type of niggas that you probably deal with that you like to break, see, they money gonna run out. Go get what you a CEO.
I mean, listen.
Go ahead. Go get what you a CEO or something. You ain't talk about going and get with none of them type of people. All you keep trying to talk about is breaking niggas.
The person that was paying my bills, he was a businessman. He owned several spaces in Manhattan and city. A CEO of what? I mean...
I feel like that's who you're getting whips and apartments out of, right? It's like older. You're not trying to get an apartment out of some like dope boy that's like hanging out in the corner, right?
Boys is still in the club.
But fuck the apartments.
Is still in the club, spending 10 bands, 5 bands, 3 bands.
Those are the kind of guys you hang out with because you just like them, right?
What you mean?
Like the scammers and shit. Like you just kind of feel their vibe.
No, I don't like them type of guys.
Oh, okay. See, I think like the principal conflict between you guys is that Blue Jasmine holds herself to be a part of a certain level of tricking and hoeing. She doesn't consider herself to be, a surface level, like low level.
That's the
chick.
fuck. No, it's not about being a low level chick.
You've seen it all.
Man, come on, man. Up, down, round and round. Uptown, downtown, all around.
He knows the streetwalkers.
It's different. A bitch that fuck for money, I think is different than a bitch that, talk for money.
I bet that.
Well, what Blue Jasmine just said, learn something today, y'all. Learned something. What Blue Jasmine said was actually 100% factual. A chick that sleep with men for money is a different caliber of female than one that just can run game on men using her mouth, not sexually, verbally, and still be able to, swindle money out of men. Blue Jasmine reminded me of my mom. My mom was pro at that. I mean, that's how I know that there's a difference, because I done talked to y'all about this mess before. There's women that can get money out of men and they don't even got to lay down with them.
You might have something to say about that.
How you talk for money when you said you let him eat your pussy out 5 times first?
On a guy that I like, a man that I like.
A man that you like, but you're still trying to break him. Breaking him is breaking him.
Breaking
him is breaking him.
What do you mean by break?
There's no feelings involved in that. Breaking him. You want the money from the nigga.
It's
you want the money from the nigga.
I think if I'm letting someone touch me sexually, I like them. You get it?
When
it's
you
like,
said
I really
that,
like
but you
them.
said he got to eat your pussy at least 5 times.
That was the game to the girls. I was saying, don't give it up.
Don't give up
the pussy.
Don't give up the wrong game.
My point is that don't give up.
It's almost sound like Sharp is combining some stuff that she was saying. I knew exactly where Blue Jasmine was coming from when she was talking about what she was talking about. It's like he's combining what she was saying and merging it all to be one thing, as if it's one type of game being played. She talked about the type of dudes she do like versus the ones that she don't like but are still willing to play game on and get money from. She gonna get money out of both men, but it's a different type of game that she's playing in order to achieve her goal.
The pussy.
Less
if you
is
like
more.
a nigga and you want that nigga to catch that nigga, don't give up the
We
pussy.
talking about getting bread right now.
And to
We
me,
talking
it's
about
both.
getting bread.
Because why
We
you
talking
want to
about
catch
getting
something
bread
that don't got
because
bread?
that shit's intertwining. You want the feelings to come with the bread, and that shit intertwines too much. If you're gonna be about your business, be about your business. See, we can sit there and talk about.
I mean, I can pick and choose.
We can sit there and talk
about
about.
my business with and
We can
who
sit
I'm
there
not.
and talk about, the CEOs that then gave you, some cars and a little bit of money. But did the man pass you off a business? That's where you win.
Nah, but I learned
That's
how
where
to
you
be a
win.
business
Get the
women
business.
from
No,
being around
fuck
these
learning
people.
it. Get it passed to you. It's not what you know, it's who you know, right, Adam?
All right,
It's
so the
not
man-
what you know, it's who you know.
It's
Get
both.
that shit
Yeah, I was just about to say, it's definitely both.
passed the fuck off on you. If your game
It's
is
true.
strong,
But what he's so emotionally caught up in what it is that he's saying that he's not really thinking about it. Who the heck? Oh. He's so emotionally caught up in what it is that he's saying that he's not really thinking about what it is that he's saying. He's saying get it passed off to you, as in like get the business passed off to you. In some sense, she did just that. In some sense, she did just that because being around these folks, she was able to pick up and learn a few things, a little tricks of the trade when it came to business that she herself may or may not be applying. I don't know exactly what it is that she's doing, but I'm going to tell you right now. There are women that are around certain type of guys and they learn stuff from them and they take that information, that knowledge, and they go out there and they get into the business world themselves with it.
is more.
It's true.
Getting your pussy 5 times, you don't know where the fuck that man's mouth been.
What?
Come on, you put a body condom on?
You saying like
You put a body condom on?
you
to do
saying
that?
like you saying like
Come on, you ain't do that.
what you saying make no sense. I'm saying if a woman want to catch a man, like if I like this guy,
You was talking about getting your pussy 5 times
yeah,
from a man.
before you fuck, I feel like before you fuck a nigga, let him eat your pussy a couple times.
You
I
ain't
might get a
doing
tummy
that.
What you
ache.
mean?
That's a
You
lot of
ain't
pussy.
doing all that. You telling me right now, if you got with an NFL player,
That stuff that they talking about as far as her getting ate out X amount of times, I'm going to be honest, it's irrelevant.
NFL player come and grab.
Yo,
Let me speak. NFL player comes to you, right? And tell you, you end up liking him, like you say. You know his bag is up, whatever the case may be. And you tell him to eat your pussy a couple times. You think that man just gonna sit there? Him being in the position that he's in, I'm not trying to call you a regular schmegular,
It's
but
okay.
you think that he ain't gonna sit there and balls to the walls your motherfucking ass.
Guess what?
You got
Guess
life
what?
fucked up.
I talked to an NFL player before.
You got life fucked up.
And I could call my friend right now without even telling her what's going on. Didn't let him fuck, ate my pussy, gave me his credit card. I went shopping with my friends.
Yeah, I'm not surprised about that at all. Sharp is talking as if every athlete is the most alpha man there is out there. No, some of them aren't at all. Some of them can simply be simples over women, just like any other guy out there. You know, especially when you're talking about a man that his youth was becoming the best athlete that he could so that he can get into the NFL or the NBA, and he didn't develop those skills when it came to women. Because that's what happens with a good amount of athletes. They don't develop them skills when it comes to women. So they get into the league, they get successful, they get money, they get the women. They think they do whatever it is that these women want. They realize, oh, I'm famous enough that I can obtain whatever degree of attractive woman that I desire. All right, now what do I do when I get them? Oh, the girl be like, oh, eat me, give me your card. Okay. What? I wouldn't have been able to get a female like that otherwise. So, not to say that it's right, but that's what they go through. That's what they deal with.
With my friend.
Yeah.
I didn't fuck. I told him no, I wasn't fucking.
What do you
You
think?
told
my
him,
pussy
you
and
told
he
him
gave
no,
me-
you wasn't fucking.
Assuming that that's
I
true,
literally-
what do you
after-
think of that kind of guy, and what do you make of this
But I told you what I thought. Now let's hear what he says.
Big
situation?
That type of motherfucker to me right there, love one, to be
And
honest with you.
$90 million
hey,
contract.
He was just trying you. He's a professional. Just as much as there's professional hoes, there's professional tricks.
Okay,
You gotta
whatever it
understand
was.
that.
He's a professional athlete. That's what his profession is. Being a professional athlete. He, like I said, he might not have, this is a different perspective for a reason. He might not have developed those skills when it comes to women to be professional.
Game, baby.
You just said that
they
I
know
wouldn't
how
be
to
able to
play
do
it.
it,
No,
but
but
I
they
did
know how
that.
to play it. That was candy money.
I did that already.
For him to turn around, listen to me. He gave you that, but just the other day, he probably sat there and gave the bitch $500,000. The other bitch, and she really wasn't around for nothing. He was just making a mad
I don't
move
know
with you,
I don't know
but
what
you
he
don't
did
glorify
the
that.
other
No,
day.
get the bag for real when you're around him. It ain't about getting your little pussy, your little TT bone ate at. It's not about that. It's not about getting your little TT bone ate on, man. You gotta show her, man. Less is more.
That's my point.
Less is more.
Less
No,
is more.
no, you talk.
That's
No,
my
no,
point.
no.
But it's
Is
like,
is
if you fucking with a nigga that make $90 million, or let's just even say a regular or whatever.
So you think he
less
wasn't
is
giving you
more.
no candy money by doing that?
No, I'm sure, you know.
You should have
I
knew
went
that,
to
so
like
you
10
should have threw that
bands.
shit
That's
already
nothing
to the
him.
side. That's left field. That'll be sitting for later. That's minute. You got to be looking for the bigger bag. Mm-hmm. The bigger bag dealing with these motherfuckers, man. For
So that's what
real.
you're teaching
These are
me?
professionals.
So how do
I'm just
I
trying
get
to
the
tell
bigger
you,
bag? Can
listen,
you teach
baby,
me that?
conduct yourself, of course. Conduct yourself more ladylike through it. Get your vocabulary
point.
up. Get your vocabulary up, son. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you this. Professional tricks, they ain't gonna like how you talking. We already
A
let
million
me
percent.
speak, and I hate even having to give this game up, but I'm gonna give it up for free. We got color to our skin. They already looking, no offense to you, they already looking to downplay us. So our vocabulary has to be on a bigger mindset. We can't nigga them to death. Think about how many listen to me, think about how many white professional men would have wanted to just even come and just even involve themselves with you from this, but when you opened your mouth, you fucked off that bag. Think about it.
I don't know.
If you really think I know.
Me,
Trust
personally,
me,
I'm
I
gonna keep it
know.
real. I'm gonna keep it real.
What he just said was factual though. He was spitting something right there.
Which I telling y'all that I come up here and game niggas for bread fucks up the bag. Cause nobody wanna fuck with a bitch that's gaming niggas for bread.
Precisely. She effed up her own bag saying that. That's why she need to focus on getting a real bag. She's supposed to be a businesswoman now. That's the bag she need to be working on getting instead of running game on men. That ain't right. What? I'm pretty sure that any woman that is able to fix their mouth to say I run game on men wouldn't like it if men ran game on them. Let's be honest.
Cause
Yeah,
you're
you
gaming
told
me,
you
bitch.
you
Like,
did
get it?
you did a all tell story on how you would if you did it. You reminded me of OJ, like when he said he wrote that book. If I did it, this is how I got away
She
with
did,
it.
she did on like
Like,
5 different podcasts in like a
Right.
2-week period
And you-
too.
Exactly.
You gave them. You listen. That ain't. But listen. Like I said, them even to them city girls. Them was modern. Them was modernized hoes. And with them, you know, I think even they gonna look back. Cause I heard you. You know, you kept bringing them up. You know, so I want you to know, like, I knew of them, a couple of them bitches, and like they was really at the bag. They wasn't talking about it like how you talking about it. See, they just sell that kind of music. Let me speak. They just sell that kind of music. That's not really what they was on. They just knew that they was gonna poison this shit though, and it's gonna fuck up a lot of lives. When they get older, they gonna see what they done created.
Yeah, precisely. There's a whole lot of truth to that. It's a shame that not only did the city girls, and it's not to really speak bad upon them, but like he said, when they get older, they're going to realize not only did they have influence on the youth mind, preteens and teens, but they also had influence on females, grown females, some of which older than them. Because you look at the city girls, hell, even if you want to throw Megan in there, all of them are in relationships. And a lot of these girls that are out here talking about hot girl summer, they not. You know what I'm saying? And some of them, they get in and out of quick little relationships that may last a couple of months, and they still be preaching hot girl summer, hot girl summer.
That's like a bunch of little dick thief mongrels that don't even, listen to me, that's just looking to just get by. You told everybody, you never told not one person how to go get a business from that shit, how to really go and make some real net worth from this shit. You told them how to get a cell phone and a car.
And the thing that he keeps on pushing is saying, hey, when you get into the position to be, even if you're just dating these type of men, when you get into the position to be around successful men, you need to acquire some knowledge from them so that you can get to the bag yourself, or that so that you can spread that information to your friends and family so that you can uplift your community. That's what he's trying to preach. But what I don't think he understands is, and there's not nothing wrong with what he's saying because I agree with him right now, but what I don't think he understands is not every female cares to do that. Some of these females want to get with these men, these wealthy, successful men, but they themselves don't want to, because you got to think, when it comes to a lot of females, they want to be pampered and taken care of. They don't want to go out there and create a business. That's a lot of work. So what he's saying sounds good, but to these females that could be hearing what it is that he's saying, they don't care about that. They're like, I just want to be with the baller. He already balling. I'm going to live with him and we going to be balling together. I don't want to create a business. Like, no.
Cell phone in a car,
A
sweetie.
cell phone, a car, an apartment.
That's not,
A
listen to me.
lifestyle.
Put that shit to the side. There's a bigger picture
I mean,
to life.
I do run. I'm business minded. You know what I mean? Because I've been around these men, and so I'd have that too. But it depends on who I'm around, based on like how I talk. You know, like if I'm around, of course I'm gonna switch it up. Like if I'm around a CEO, I'm not gonna say nigga. Like,
No.
I'm a CEO.
You never
turn. Say whatever you want.
Listen to me. You never turn that ladylike movement off. I don't give a fuck what's going on. You want to do what you want to do behind closed doors? You do that shit.
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Be real, but be
You
who you
wanna
are.
do that
Because
shit, granted,
CEO niggas
but there's a
love
certain
ghetto
way to
bitches
speak.
too. See,
Nah,
but yes,
that shit
some
only,
ghetto
listen,
bitches,
granted, but that
CEO
shit only goes
love
so
ratchet
far.
bitches.
We live in
So
2022.
Be who you are.
Listen,
and if it's for you, it's for you.
I was
You get
talking
it?
about.
Now, that I'm going to have to agree with her on. Be who you are. If you can be who you are and you still come out in life on top without stepping on anybody's toes, then so be it. Be who you are.
The Donald Sterling scandal earlier, right? And how that little bitch, she has certain instructions to where he done put her in houses. I'm talking about big boy shit. Big boy allowances. This man owned the Clippers. I don't know if you remember the story.
Y'all, I'm going to end this right here. I'm pretty sure this interview is going to be real juicy. If I find some more stuff in there later on to really talk about, we're going to do just that because I want to watch the rest of this. I'm going to watch the rest of this. But y'all, I will have a link down in the description box below. Y'all know what time it is. Like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned for more. As always, you can follow your boy on the gram, man, Twitter at Artofkickz. And I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. See ya.